Hi all, welcome back to Fantastic Secrets Behind Fantastic Beasts. I'm Susan Şipal. I don't have a theory for you today. I have a memory I think many of us share, and I thought on this special anniversary would be a great time to relive them together. Where were you when memories are often sad or tragic, but I would say those of where we were when Deathly Hallows released 10 years ago today are decidedly bittersweet, with the aftertaste definitely on the sweet side. That day or night when the end of a decades-long journey unfolded, questions were answered, theories squashed and affirmed, and the boy who lived traveled into a classic that will eternally live in our hearts. We started our own journeys to Hogwarts at very different times, from places all over the world and a wide range of ages. A lucky few were there from the very beginning, when those first 500 books were released in the UK in 1997. But most of us picked up the magic sometime later, whether it was when the retitled Sorcerer's Stone hit US shores, or when Chamber of Secrets, Prisoner of Azkaban, or even later books debuted. But once hooked, we knew we had to read more. We were there for the midnight release parties, the opening of Jo's virtual closed doors on her website, the mad searches for clues throughout books and interviews. We posted theories and debated with other fans, danced or played Wizard Rock, and sang Snape, Snape, Severus Snape until we drove our families crazy. I hate to use the word generation because that's limited to a cluster of people of similar age. Truly, the original Harry Potter generation was multinational, multilingual, and very multi-generational. But we knew it had to end with that fated 7th book, and though we started our journeys individually, we ended together as a community on July 21st, 2007. Even though I'm from North Carolina, I was lucky enough to be in London for the event. I was presenting 2 workshops at a Harry Potter academic and fan conference. On Deathly Hallows Eve, my sister and I went down to Waterstones in Piccadilly to join the fun, which is where some of these pictures are from. Police had traffic blocked off to allow for the massive crowds snaking around the store. The costumes were creative, the excitement almost edible. I cannot tell you how it feeds the soul of a writer to see this level of passion for a created story, even if it is for a novel not my own. That kind of love spreads and grows and eventually enriches other stories that are yearning to be told as well. As for the bitter, we feared after that night that the magic would fade, that Harry and Hogwarts and Hermione and Hagrid would be forgotten. But 10 years later, the evidence is overwhelmingly clear that the boy who lived still does. New generations are discovering these stories fresh for themselves, and even though they may not get to experience the universal held breath awaiting the launch of a new Harry Potter, they can experience the joy of a fresh read and excitement of an uncovered clue. And now we have a new story, new characters, and new mysteries to journey with together, with buried clues left to uncover along the way. For the stories we love never truly leave us. They live in our hearts and enliven our minds, and, the very well-told ones, inspire us even after the last page is closed. So tell me, where were you when Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows released 10 years ago today?